Right now, somewhere within a few miles of where you're sitting, there is money that nobody is collecting. Not a metaphor. Actual money. Some of it is buried, some of it is floating in the ocean. Some of it might literally have your name on a list in a government office. Most people assume getting rich means a normal job, a business, or pure luck. But that's only part of the story. Because there is a whole hidden layer of the world where ordinary people become millionaires in ways that sound completely made up. So let's count down 7 of them. Number 7 is the one you'll want to pause the video and act on. We'll get there. Let's start by looking up. Number 1. Hunting rocks that fell from space. Right now, meteorites are sitting on the ground in deserts all over Earth. Most people would walk straight past them, but a meteorite hunter sees money. A common iron meteorite can sell for a few dollars per gram. That doesn't sound like much. Until you find the rare kind, lunar and Martian meteorites, rocks blasted off the moon and Mars, can sell for over $1,000 per gram. One famous Martian meteorite, the Tissint stone that fell in Morocco in 2011, traded for prices that made individual pieces worth small fortunes. A single large specimen has sold at auction for over $1 million. In 2025, the largest piece of Mars ever found on Earth, a 54-pound stone, sold at auction for $5.3 million. People hunt them full-time, walking the deserts with metal detectors and patience. But you don't have to look up. Sometimes the fortune is in the trees. Number 2. Hunting the forest for substances worth more than gold. Deep in the forests of Southeast Asia grows a wood called agar wood. It forms when a certain tree gets infected by a specific mold. The tree fights back, and the infected wood becomes dark, dense, and incredibly fragrant. That resin-soaked wood is used for perfume and incense. And the finest grade of agar wood can sell for tens of thousands of dollars per kilogram. The very best has been valued higher than gold by weight. That's why it's nicknamed liquid gold. Now cross the ocean to the forests of North America and Asia. There you'll find wild ginseng root. Cultivated ginseng is cheap, but truly wild. Old ginseng is rare. Aged wild roots have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars per pound. People legally hunt these forests every season, digging for roots worth more than they earn in a month. The forest floor is hiding a fortune. You just have to know what you're looking at. And speaking of fortunes you have to go find, let's go underwater. Number 3. Pulling treasure out of the sea. For centuries, ships loaded with gold and silver sank in storms and battles. That treasure didn't disappear. It sank. And it's still down there. Modern treasure salvage companies use sonar, submarines, and robots to find it. In 2015, a family of treasure hunters off the coast of Florida found about $1 million in gold coins from a Spanish fleet that sank in 1715. That was just one season. Just one stretch of beach. The ocean is a vault. The combination is sonar, courage, and law. But not all valuable things are shiny. Some of the most valuable things on Earth are alive. Number 4. Blood worth more than almost any liquid on the planet. Meet the horseshoe crab. It looks like an ancient helmet with legs. And its blood is bright blue. That blue blood contains a compound that detects bacterial contamination instantly. It's used to test vaccines and medical equipment to make sure they're safe. Horseshoe crab blood has been valued at roughly $60,000 per gallon. The crabs are caught, carefully drained of a portion of their blood, and released. A liquid harvested from a living fossil, worth more per gallon than almost anything you can name. And humans have rare biology too. There's a blood type so rare it's called golden blood, Rh null. Fewer than 50 people on the entire planet are known to have it. It's so rare and so universally useful for transfusions that it's considered priceless to medicine. Biology, it turns out, can be worth a fortune. Now here's where it gets genuinely insane. Number 5. Knowing how to make a single tiny chip. This one is true, and it is also basically impossible. That's why it's amazing. Inside your phone is a chip with billions of transistors. The factories that make the most advanced chips cost over $20 billion to build. But here's the strange part. The factory isn't even the most valuable thing. The knowledge is. The recipe, the exact process to make the most advanced chips, is so valuable that entire nations cannot replicate it. Only a tiny handful of companies on Earth can do it at all. The most advanced machines used to make these chips are built by essentially one company in the Netherlands. So, in theory, the knowledge to make a cutting edge chip is worth more than a $20 billion factory. In practice, no single person on Earth holds that whole recipe. It takes thousands of experts and decades of secrets. So, no, you cannot do this one. Nobody can do it alone. But it proves something wild. Sometimes the most valuable thing in the world isn't a thing at all, it's knowing how. Okay, back to things you can actually find. Like this weekend. Number 6. Spotting the masterpiece nobody recognized. Most people walk through thrift stores and garage sales seeing junk. A scout sees a fortune hiding in plain sight. In 1989, a man bought a dull painting at a flea market for $4. Behind it was a rare original printing of the Declaration of Independence. It later sold at auction for over $2 million. A retired truck driver once bought a painting at a thrift store that experts believe could be a real Jackson Pollock, potentially worth millions. Rare first edition books hide in dusty bins. A first edition of the right book can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. The world is full of valuable things sitting in front of people who don't know what they're seeing. The treasure isn't always buried. Sometimes it's just mislabeled. And that brings us to the last one, the one to check right now. Number 7. The fortune that might already have your name on it. All over the world, money gets forgotten. Old bank accounts, uncashed checks, insurance payouts, inheritances nobody claimed. When the owner moves, dies, or simply forgets, the money sits there. In the United States alone, there are tens of billions of dollars in unclaimed property waiting to be returned. States legally hold this money and wait for the rightful owner to come find it. And there is an actual profession built around this: heir hunters. They research dormant estates, track down the rightful heirs, and reunite people with fortunes they never knew existed. Sometimes that fortune belongs to a stranger. Sometimes it belongs to you. There may be money sitting in a government database right now with your name on it. And checking it is free. So here's the truth under all 7 of these. The world is far stranger and far richer than it looks. Money is falling from the sky, growing in forests, sinking in oceans, and hiding in the junk drawer of an entire civilization. Most of us walk past all of it every single day and never even know it's there. So after this video ends, go search your name in your country's unclaimed money database. It takes 2 minutes, and you might just find that one of these insane fortunes was waiting for you all along.